Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
All right, here we go. Late night money. Little look ahead lines for Week 18 NFL. Welcome on in, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm a little late to the party here. I know it's usually I come in with 2 minutes remaining. I start up on the game, so I'm like, let's roll these out. Let's get the 1 o'clockers out of the way, and then jump into the 4 o'clock action. But everything all at the same time for Week 18 because there's playoff implications. We can't have people throwing games now, can we? Because the NFL's so fixed. That's an eye roll for those listening on the podcasts because hello, Believe gave me a shot. I don't know if they gave me a shot, but they said, "Hey, come on in to the Believe family. We'll put you on Apple and iTunes and Stitcher and Amazon and Google Play and iHeartRadio, wherever." So here we are, and we'll get to somebody tell me when it's halftime. But for now, oh boy, I flipped over to the YouTube channel, see if it was playing, and I had the volume on. So you might have got a little double volume there. Anyway, all right, let's get into it. Here we go. First game out of the box. Now, I got to tell you, and I said on we're doing midday money today. I said I loaded up already the lines for tonight. And so some of these have double lines in them. They had the lines from about 9 o'clock this morning. Games we got down on, we talked about. I think we talked about a couple games. I don't even remember. But anyway. So we got double lines here. Here we go. Let's start it off. First one in rotation. Rams +3, 42.5. I grabbed Seattle. Hi, 6.5 now because Seattle is alive for the playoffs. And I loaded these up about 20 minutes ago. So I'm think we're pretty safe with these numbers. They'll also be right around the correct numbers now. And I'll tell you, I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10, 11 games. They're all in the chat here. And tomorrow when we do a regular show for Midday Money, please come back for Midday Money. My little rant's going to be talking about some CLV, the old closing line value. And it doesn't mean anything to you. So obviously I grabbed Seattle here. Right, teams in the playoff hunt. Let's go. I had the Rams today. Didn't get there. And I had some good CLV. Doesn't make a difference, though. Giants 3. Now a 13.5. And I posted this on Twitter this afternoon. I was like, Dallas 4.5, Giants 3. And I said I was locked in Dallas. And Giant game was a question mark at the time because I think it was like 13-10 Eagles. Yeah, well, Eagles lose. Hello, 13.5. I grabbed some Philly at -3. Now, do I recommend laying 13.5? No. And I think this will be much like the Viking game that we saw today, right? What I say? Green Bay is going to win this going away, right? I could see the Giants playing for a half, right? Because let's see what's going to happen here. These guys are going to face each other, right? Dallas, again, looks like Philly wins here. Dallas is facing Tampa. Giants will be playing Minnesota. But, again, you're playing a division rival, possibly for a third time in the playoffs coming up. I don't know. I think the Giants play for a half. How about if you want to do maybe a little New York first half, Philly game, right? People like those same game parlay nonsense. Such easy winners. Giants plus points in the first, Philly to win it. I mean, Hurts going to play. How do they feel? And if I'm a Philly, listen. 1 seed's great. Who would have won a 1 seed? Get an extra week off. How about this, Philly? Is this you let your guys sit out this week? Come back, play next week. What's the big deal? You're going to have them play this week to be off next week. take the loss here or just try to win. If you win, great. If you don't, Hurts has been out for a couple weeks. He's ready to go. Bring him in. If he's good enough to play this week, if you're forcing him off the bench, he's good enough to play next week. You know what? Let him not play. Philly fans might not like that. You want, I got it a bye week. We got to get to 1 seed. Dallas with a backup quarterback's what, 4-1 this year? Whatever they did with Cooper. What's Philly with their backup quarterback Minshew last couple weeks? Dick Hurts is a big part of that team. Now laying an egg here, it's one thing. Again, if I'm a Philly, I'm running out Minshew again. We win. Great. I mean, forget about the 13.5. Minshew's quarterback, and I think this line will probably come down. The Giants, what are you doing here? Play your guys for a quarter or two. Get ready for whoever you're up. I don't even know who they got. Who they play? Minnesota? I think they play Minnesota. I don't even know. I don't even have the matchups in front of me. I guess I could probably pull it up somewhere as I do the show, but that'll be talk going forward. We don't have to do that right now. But this one here, Philly at 3, yeah. Minshew in here, I think this line's going to come down a bit because that's what I would do. But who am I? I'm not the GM. I'm not the coach. I'm just a guy playing a guy. I'm just a dude playing another dude. Anybody know that movie? Anyone? I'll get to it. I'll do a couple more and then I'll hit the comments, see if anybody hits me with a quote from that. Jets of Miami. I grabbed some Miami here. It's a 3.5 now. I think the Jets. It's tough to say the Jets are going to pack it in the way Miami's played the last couple weeks. And I know Miami, we've got a backup quarterback situation here going. I understand. I don't mind. I fired a lot of games. Week 17. Normally, I'd say, and again, if you're on my seasonal package, you got these lines early, you're going to be fine. Am I going to put up a package this weekend with these numbers that are all different now? No. Can't do that. I do like the Dolphins here, though. And this, for me, games like this, and we'll talk about another game coming up down the line here. I don't have anything in. Jets Miami, it'll be the Saints Panthers game, which I consider kind of similar in a way. Where these teams, the players feel about their coaches, right? Miami's collapsed, right? Absolute collapse here from them. The Jets started good. You started dilly-dallying around the QBs. I mean, we wanted White in there. Yeah, how'd that go today? How did that go how did he do today? Let's pull up this this great 23-6 box score here. Where is he at? Oh, excellent one. 23 of 46 with 2 INTs. Now, is he the answer? Is Zach Wilson the answer? We don't know this, right? I mean, the one guy's come back from injury. You lose your running back. You had a nice little run. The defense is still pretty. Listen, 23 points. You're in a game giving up 23 points. All right. I don't know for the Jets. I just think you had some division in the locker room there with the defensive players getting on Wilson. I'll grab a little Miami here. Titans and the Jags. I grabbed the little Jaguars here just based on, Dobbs looked all right on the short week. He's getting full reps, right? I'm assuming he's quarterbacking here. And do I really want to lay even 5.5, even 7? I don't think it's a terrible number. The Titans, to me, not that. Listen, I hate to call them Cinderella because they didn't get anywhere. They didn't go to Super Bowl or nothing. But it just seems like the door has shut on that with Tannehill and Henry. I don't know. I mean, is he going to be back next year? I'll take a shot with the Jags here. Super Bowl head coach. Team's playing better. And I didn't even really like them today. Right? His line was like 3. I was like, the line's coming down. They didn't really do much. A couple, a defensive touchdown, right? It wasn't like some super big blowout here over Houston, all right, 31-3, but I was pretty sure it's a couple defensive. Here we go, right? Defensive touchdown here, 12 yards, 62-yard big one by Travis Etienne. 14 points in 60 seconds kind of changes complex of a game. And then on the flip side of that, you got Houston. Uh, you kind of see how they are giving up on Mills. Obviously, would probably take Bryce Young number one. I don't know here. For me, give me the Jaguars. Again, Titans. This would be your third quarterback. Guy who's on a practice squad. I don't care how he looked against Dallas in a short week. Now we got film on you. All the chips are in play here. Give me the Jaguars. Lions in the pack. Now, Lions, we've seen them outside not do pretty good, right? New England. The Jets, they pulled out a win there against the Jets. Carolina, not a good outing there. Here comes Green Bay. You want to bet against Aaron Rodgers here laying a field goal? Now 4. I don't know. I can't do that. I know Goff had a nice little game here. I can't do it. Not outside. Not Lambeau. Not with all the marbles here. Not like this isn't some old school Green Bay. And some of these lines in the past, let's see if I could get a pull up their past games versus each other here. Where is he head to heads? 15-9, 37-30. Detroit with the last two. 35-17, 21-24, 42-21. And again, we're talking in Green Bay. 35-17, 42-21. Big wins here. I'm not going too far back. I can only go back a couple years here, but again, with Goff, I've said it before. With the Rams, not Detroit in the dome. He didn't look good in New England. Even against the Jets, we joke. Easy winner. Yeah, there's a minute left when he pulled that win. Carolina got you. Give me some Green Bay here. I'm sorry, Detroit Lenny. Sorry. Nothing else to say. Aaron Rodgers, get it done. Browns and Steelers, 2.5, 40.5. I have zero thought on this one. Maybe lean Cleveland, right? Watson's seems to be getting feel back after not playing for what seems like years. Got Steelers right now, right? Short week. Versus Baltimore. Tough spot. That one to me, I don't know. Who's going to wind up more in this game? Would you probably lean Pitt based on the coach, right? I mean, Stefanski somehow miracle pulled me out a coach of the year a couple years ago. But, what are we doing here? 500 record, not even sub 5, 7-9. What are they playing for here? Is he even back? The only thing that says to me why no Pittsburgh is, playing tonight. I got to kind of move off of it or whatever. Colts, Texans, 2.5, now a 3. I want to say the Texans still here. Who knows if they're bringing Lovey back? Yeah, they look like crap. Right? I can't sugarcoat it. They look terrible today. Do I want anything on this game? No, thank you. No, thank you. And maybe an underplay here. Do you even want to get involved in some games? This is a difficult week. Especially, the lines are moving. If you're not down on some of these, do you really want to bet them? You don't have to bet. I know people will. I think you can probably find some in-game. first half kind of stuff. Obviously, we'll see how things come during the week. We'll probably get some more movement on these games. But let's do some comments before things get out of control here. I see a bunch of comments here. Richie P's in the house on a Sunday night. Welcome. Nice start to the new year for you. How'd you do, Richie? Good? Good job. Sylvester, 30 seconds halftime. I heard the little halftime bell come across my thing, so I know it is halftime. I'm seeing halftime line right now of Steelers minus a half and a 17. I mean, I watched a little bit of this game. I think you got to think under, though. Seattle minus 6.5. Baker is done for the Rams, says Richie P. Giants money line next week at 13.5. Take a shot with money line. I mean, is this an over? Talk about an overreaction. Tell me you go from 3 to 7 or 8. 14, 13.5, 14 points, Richie? What is that about? Yeah, you heard me say it on the show, and I hate doing crap like that by saying, well, it's Brady and Aaron Rodgers, but really, is there any other way those Sam Darnold and Jared Goff, that's what we're going with? Brady, isn't this him? Yeah, Brady and Aaron Rodgers, a couple MVPs, a couple Super Bowl MVPs, Super Bowl champions. And then you have Carolina and the Rams. Carolina and the Lions. Is it really that hard? And again, little closing line talk. Carolina +7 to a 6.5, down to a 3. Hi, losing by 6. Unbelievable. Markel, welcome. I doubt Hurts plays. Here's my thinking of this, Richie, right? Why is he playing? I'd say let him sit, right? I mean, give him what would be that, 4 weeks? He's been out for a month? You're going to run him into play. Hopefully they win. What if they don't win? What if he gets hurt worse, right? Sit him out a week. Sit him again. And then, let's be honest, if he wasn't going to be good enough to play next week, would he be good enough for another week after that? Is 1 week really that important? Sit him this week. Play him in the wild card round. So you're home. Richie's like Philly fans with the puke face here. Brandon, I'm good. How are you today? Welcome on in tonight. Jets and Miami both can't score. So you're saying an under in that game, Jets Miami, huh? What do we got on the total there? Jets Miami, a 41.5. I'm not gonna say no to a under 41.5 there. I think we'll see some unders in week 17. What I had today? Did I have any unders today? I don't remember. I went to the Houston Texans game and we won, and we had fun. There you go. I think I wanted to go to this game. I thought about going. I just obviously I didn't go. I gotta start getting some games down here, Brandon. I definitely have to hit the SWAC tournament in Katy for college hoops. I mean, I got games all around me. We got Rice around here, Sam Houston, a lot of schools by me. Yes, Richie P. One of Iron Man's best performers. You like that? I'm just a dude playing another dude. Fake Jets, Miami pass. I just look at, you know what? Sometimes I got to look at a little motivational factor. Miami home, end the season with a win. I'm getting a point. Nothing's on the line for either squad. Get a win. If you're really mailing it in, dude, fire the coach. This is what the coach gets out of this team. Pele, Happy New Year. Yes, Pele passed away. Shannon's in the house. Good evening, Miss Shannon. Happy New Year. T-Money, what do you say? Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I'm out working and drying my tears from Carolina, now Pittsburgh. Tough Carolina. Pittsburgh. Hey, still alive here. I got Pittsburgh myself, so I'll see what happens here. We'll be doing other shows after NFL ends. I do shows 7 days a week, T-Money. We do Midday Money every single day. And then towards the end of February, we'll be doing the conference tournament show. So that'll be that's how the Midday Money show started, with conference tournament basketball. I was doing that for the conference tournaments coming in, doing that kind of stuff. So will I call it will we do night before show a little, and that was a late show. I think that was around midnight when the lines came out for conference tournaments. We were doing a show around midnight. Shannon, crappy day. Went 4-1. Had the Nuggets, Ravens, but man, going to lose 2 or 3 fantasy titles because Brady and Mike Evans played possum all year. 4-1 day. You're complaining about. I mean, I guess the fantasy I don't get wrapped up in. That's how the Nuggets doing. I got the Nuggets here today in the chat. I said to take them. So they're winning. We'll take it. Good, Denver. Thank you. We need a win in the chat. It helps out. Yeah, this I don't know. What Tampa Bay to me? Will I be like really? They're gonna if they play Dallas. Be shocked if they beat Dallas and Tampa Bay. Daily best bet, see money. Lions will win. It's almost too obvious to me, but the Lions' offense is top 3 in NFL. Yeah, they got a good offense. I want to see how they perform outside. Let me tell you how they perform outside. I thought they had some bad performances. 37-23 loser at Carolina. 2017 winner at the Jets where they scored with a minute to go. 31-18 over the Giants. 31-30 at the Bears. 24-6 Dallas wasn't a bad game. They were in that to fourth quarter. 29-0 New England was a bad one. 28-24 Minnesota. But I look at the last two. Carolina and the Jets. The edge is a bad Jets team. Carolina got you good. Carolina got you. And now you got a Green Bay team coming in pretty good right now. I mean, 1, 2, 3 was that 4 straight wins after I thought they were left for dead. They showed heart and they lost to Tennessee, which I was shocked at after the big Cowboy win. They showed heart in Philly, and then you reeled off 4 in a row. I don't know. I want to see. Well, we're going to see. I still like Green Bay. Green Bay defense still stinks to give up 33. You think they give up 30? You like the over in this game? Packers Green Bay is a play, says Richie P. Shannon's coming in. Cannot believe the Raiders game at 49ers 4.5. Yeah. Did 49ers just overlook the Raiders? What was that? I don't know. I had the Niners too at the short number 4.5. Terrible. Terrible. I mean, oh God. Like I said, tomorrow we'll do a little CLV talk. Like, doesn't mean you win when you get a good number. Now, I'm all for getting the best number. You think you have you should have a better shot at winning. But a game like this, ay. Markel says, give me Green Bay. Markel says, I think 49ers overlooked them. Listen, where's the defense? You had to see you scored late, you took a lead. Make a stop, good defense. Forget about overlooking them. You should have won by a touchdown. Markel leaning under in the Steelers game next week against Cleveland. Best bets team money, Green Bay bettors going to be crying next week. Here we go. Well, the pen will come out in the midday money show for that one. Colts Texan, who cares? Really, Richie P. Team money, Carolina defense is a joke when they went up 14. Yeah. I thought Carolina. Well, Wilkes, I don't know what to tell you. See a lot of unders next week, says Markel. I meant late night shows. Oh, the late night shows. I don't know. It's tough to do a late night show. What do we get? Just talk college hoops? Because NBA, I mean, we'll do a playoff look headlines, obviously. If you had shows all day, I wouldn't have a life, says T Money. I appreciate you watching. Markel does too. Randy Moss says TCU 13. I'm kind of leaning a little TCU. Definitely will probably be on the over here, Randy. Have not bet this game. Have not bet it. Have had a bad bowl season, man. I can't catch one. I take a dog. Favorite wins by 50. I take a favorite. The dog outright. You know. Nathan, Memphis let me down first half, -2.5, 3 of 4 parlay. Oh, you won 3-1 on a 14 parlay. Nathan, come on with the parlays. I go 3-1, you lose money. Markel says he was leaning in that first half too. I won $2,000 on betting. The fantasy title was for $10,000. Oh, okay. I can see you getting a little upset about the fantasy. That's why I don't get in the fantasy chat. I texted some of my fantasy football team. They're all South Jersey guys. A lot of Eagles fans. And I sent a Gardner Minshew GIF or whatever. I was like, "How's everybody's New Year's Day today?" Haven't heard back. Haven't heard back from anybody. Nathan, that's what killed me. Markel would have collected 1.5. Hey, little 15 honey on the 4-teamer. Best bet, see money. I've been on Green Bay, but they haven't played anyone, and we're not counting the Vikings tonight. Yeah, that was a Viking team. I said they lay an egg here. Anyway, we'll lay an egg. It's okay. We're in the playoffs. We'll just kind of play a little bit here. It's just tough. I mean, it's still Rodgers to make a play. I mean, we're not laying a big number. It's not like old school Rodgers. We're laying 10 or something. 4. Team money again. Hadn't looked at the total yet. Want to see the weather. Should be late 40s, early 50s, just off of your numbers. For what total is this? What total are you talking about? Nathan had the Packers -2.5. Winner there. We had the Packers in the chat. Where's my? I think we had a winning day in the chat today. Give me Brown tomorrow in college hoops over Pennsylvania. They were a little 1-point dog. They're a pick 'em now. Richie P. Today's winner for me. NFL Saints. Nice one with the Saints. Tampa Bay got there. Giants, Cleveland money line, Green Bay. Hockey. I didn't look at any of this hockey. This is a huge ticket here. You got a lot of winners though. What was the Devils score? I sort of kind of like the Devils a little bit today. Crystal, how are you? Happy New Year to you also. I like the Bengals for Monday Night Football. This is a tricky one for me. I didn't bet it. Maybe I'll just roll out an overplay in this game. Buffalo still holding on for the top seed here, right? I mean, they beat Kansas City head to head. And I think as bad as and I say bad, quote unquote, this is a team, let's be honest, it's the hottest team in the NFL on fire, right? I think this is a game they want to come out Monday night. Stars come out to play. I think he had a good performance here by Miami. Geez, by Buffalo. I got to tell you, so I grabbed the Buffalo. I got a 7.5 and an 8 a Buffalo next week. And that was an opener at 10. That tells me that I think Cincinnati wins this game. Why is that come down like that? I mean, I know New England, and I laid the 7.5 and the 8 with Buffalo next week. I think we'll get to that game. You don't think they want to beat New England? I think they hate New England. But this game here, I do like Cincy. That the line moved down a couple points from the opener at 10. That because the Bills line opened, it was at 10. Then it's 7.5. Then it's an 8. Why? Right, the Patriots are basically in the playoffs, aren't they? In the playoffs, or they got to win to be in. Let me get back to some picks here. All right, Chiefs and Raiders, 10.5, 48.5. It's 9.5, 50. Again, KC, they take care of business here. They need a couple losses for the Bills. Let me put the little look at line thing underneath for everybody knows to like the chat. I don't know about this one. Total's gone up because of what? Because Raiders scored some points today. You buying this performance by the Raiders? Carr's the problem, right? That's what people are going to say today. David Carr's the problem on this team. Sure. Arizona Niners, 10.5 now 13. San Fran out of the blue. Here you go. They should have punched into 7. Whatever. It happens. I think Arizona mails it in. I think old Cliffy's out. I think new coach, and I think they draft in the top 3. I won't be shocked. Kyle Murray dealt, traded. New coach comes in, wants his own guy. I think Arizona's a cluster. I don't care if I'm laying 10. I don't care if I'm laying 14. I'll lay 20. I think the Niners win this. I think Arizona scores 6 points. Nothing to do with Arizona. Chargers pick them. A +1 even at spots. now a minus 3.5. Playing for some positioning. Broncos, hey, you had to know after giving up 50 that they're going to show up and show a little pride. That time's passed. Let's go. Let's clean out the lockers. Get that guy out of here. Go find a coach. Harbaugh? Harbaugh is coming to coach here? Sean Payton? Really? I don't know. Give me the Chargers, and I hate their coach, but LAC to get it done. Tampa, a pick 'em. It's a 7.5. I saw eights out there. Let me go to live. Is there still an eights out here for the Bucks? I mean, you almost want to take an 8. There was an 8. Where is it at for next week? There's still a couple eights out here. Gonna lay 8 with Desmond Ritter. I'll do a pick 'em. An 8? Granted, I mean, somehow Tampa Bay scored some points today versus a defense that's been playing pretty well. Give me under, again, 40 down to 30.5. Jump on the under. I think it'll go down 35. Who's quarterback for Tampa? Trask? Kyle Trask quarterbacking? Half the receivers didn't play all year. They're going to play now before guys are banged up all year. They're going to play week 18, before a home playoff game. Right. Listen, I don't want to lay a touchdown, but I'm not taking a touchdown with Tampa either. Dallas plus 4.5. It is now a minus 6. That's what happens when you go from, well, looks like we're heading to Tampa Bay to, well, we might be off next week and hosting a game as a 1 seed. And Washington, coach doesn't know they're involved in a playoff elimination game. Who's quarterbacking next week? I don't know yet. Again, Dallas at plus money, sure. 6, possibly. Dallas first half here, yeah. Right? I mean, this game, Eagles jump out 24-0. Dallas is going to be like, you know what? Let's go. Wrap it up. Bring it in. Get out there. Second and third stringers. You got a game next week. All right. Obviously, next week is a time you want to grab some live betting opportunities. Oh boy. And again, I don't ever say I'm coming in live betting a bunch of games. Now, multiple phones will be in play for sure, because you'll be able to find some good betting opportunities. As I just said, them and the Eagles right here, it could turn on a dime. Dallas might be up a little bit and be like, you know what? Excuse me. They'll be up. Next thing you know, it's a 10-3 game or whatever. Eagles cruising, right? Giants got nobody going on here. It's 21-0 in the first quarter. Dallas will be like, you know what? Put that live bet in on the Redskins there. Washington Commanders. Grab the commies at plus money. Them and the Eagles, folks. Here we go. You want some live betting opportunities? I think you'll be able to get down. This might be a spot you could do some damage. You might, after, if things break correctly in this game, and again, I hate saying this because I want Dallas to win, be a 1 seed as a Cowboy fan. But man, if things go a little astray, you could, after a big in-game performance with these two teams playing, you might actually get limited by some of these little books. You never know. Panther Saints 3-5. As I mentioned, Jets of Miami. You got a intern coach in Carolina who would put up a good fight. Team was playing well. Tom Brady. What do you got to say? You're up against it. You got Tom Brady. What about the Saints team? They're going to fight for the coach? They haven't really shown quit for him. Send him out a winner. Home season. Last game, home finale, I should say. I would lean a little New Orleans here. Did not bet it. Did not bet this game. Patriots, Bills, again, a 10 to an 8, dancing around this number right now. I see a couple 7.5s out there. Again, I don't have the playoff scenarios in front of me. I thought New England pretty much locked it up by beating Miami. Maybe there's got to be another loss involved here for Miami since Miami beat them to start the season. Maybe this is a must-win for New England to get the playoffs. If Miami wins, they're in. Again, I don't have it right in front of me. I don't know. I probably should have checked. I was busy reloading up lines, and then I was catching the last 5 minutes of the first half here. And another rant for tomorrow. I just saw a commercial for like a new night court. Listen, you know how I feel about my 80s stuff. The heck, another remake? Ugh. Anyway, so the 8 here tells me, okay, New England's partially alive, and are the Bills going to lose tomorrow and just automatically be out of the 1 seed and bring in a backup who was a starter in the NFL? I mean, even at 8, I still like the Bills here. I think the coach doesn't like New England. I think he'd want to run it up on Belichick no matter who's quarterbacking and knock them out. It's Bills or nothing. I don't care. 8, 10. At 10, I was still thinking of taking the Bills. Ravens, Bengals. Ravens win. I think they're still in line to win the division here. I don't know. This is a spot here. If you think since he wins, I guess you kind of take Cincy now because the line's going to go up, right? Because you're going to see him on Monday night. They're going to look great and win, bad and lose, or whatever. It's going to be a wild game. Cincy people, grab the 6 now because they only got to win by a touchdown. Ravens backers, you were winning before, right? I think obviously they're still up 10-3. What's the score here in this game? 13-3 now. Will this line come down if Bengals lose? What are you holding out for? A Bengals win? Vikings, 2.5, 45. Now the Bears are a 1. Again, I like the Bears here just because of you get blasted. And I saw people saying like, oh, why do you got Fields still in here as your future? His guy's like, I want to come in and play. And granted, leave the guy, let him play. Don't you want to see what kind of team you have? Don't you want to see what kind of team you have here? I don't care that you have 2 wins or whatever the heck you have on a season. Why wouldn't you want your team to play and see if you have a franchise quarterback or not? Well, 41-10, right? And they went up early, weren't they? Up 7-0 in this game or something. They were up early. I mean, let Fields play. The guy 7-21. Let's bench him because you're gonna be so much better next year. Give me the Bears at home here. Minnesota, you're in your spot. What are you doing? You're not the 1 seed. Who cares what seeds you are? You're home next week or 2 weeks from now. When I say next week because they were talking about next week games. Bears are nothing here for me. Bears are nothing. Let's I gotta find the comments here. Go big on the Bengals money line tomorrow in the over. I have them in a teaser. +8 first 3 legs of hit, but I need Burrow to throw for about 303 TDs. Oh, Shannon. Richie P, after coming back, the Devils gave up in a shootout, huh? All right, well, it happens. Markel going under Dallas 42 and the Steelers Browns under. Yeah, probably worth a shot there with the Dallas under. 42, you know what? If that's still a 40, is that still a 42? I might grab that myself. Yeah, 42. I'm going to grab that little Dallas under. I got to make a note of that. Dallas under, yes. I mean, who's Redskins offense has been bad. Why are the Bucks a dog? Are you serious? Stay off game for me, the Bucks. You don't know why they're a dog. I mean, they're locked into a playoff spot. They're not moving anywhere. They're gonna roll out Tom Brady and the rest of this offense or defense. They've been banged up all year. Let's roll them out in week 18. Why? Dallas plus 4. No, Dallas is -6 now, Richie. They were 4.5 to start. And then reopened at 6 after Philly lost because they're alive for the division. I disagree with that total going up in Dallas. No, I like the under in that Dallas game. I think Dallas is still, no matter, even if they're alive for the playoffs, I don't think they're going to score a bunch and give up a bunch. Lane Elliott's in the house. What do you got? Hit the like button. I appreciate it. Last week of regular season is always weird. Yeah. May just stick to some props. I had a nice bet on McKinnon anytime TD plus 165. Normally, I'm not much of a player, right? Because you got who's sitting out, who's playing, who's not playing. I don't, you know, I think you got some opportunities here with a lot of teams not locked in and playing. I'll take my shots on some teams playing for playoffs at home, right? I got Seattle at home. I got Green Bay at home. You got the Jaguars at home. I don't mind taking opportunities like that. And in other spots, I have some good line value right now. How about the Wizards crushing the Bucks tonight? Yeesh. When you say Temple from now on, it'll be yes, sir. I'll tell you. Yeah, right. Right over Cincinnati, right? Temple. They play Cincinnati today in college hoops. I had a winning day in college hoops today. A little annoyed though. I kind of left a couple things out there. Like Cornell was an 8-point fave. I thought about Indiana State. I was like, Valpo. I was like, are these guys that bad that they're like 8-point dogs? Took a tough loss on Drake. The Temple game I had mentioned. What was the other one there? Washington State, right? 1.5. How's it? USC has 11 wins. Washington was 500. Yeah, they won by 10. Although I did like Manhattan, they didn't get there. Maryland was terrible, and that was just because Michigan. I was looking at their games like these guys have not played well all year. Well, I'm stupid though, because the day before I took every team like Michigan, and they won for me. So that was just a dumb bet. And yeah, I'm gonna have some dumb bets, folks. I do. How bad is Georgetown? Eesh. I like the under in the Pats game against the Bills. Matter of fact, I'm going to bet first half Bills. Go for the first half Bills. NHL save the day for you, Rob. Yeah, I didn't go into any hockey. No Giannis for the Bucks tonight. Interesting. That's probably why. Did the line move on that one there? That's why, yes. Here we go. Because that line was like a 9 during the day today, right? 8.5 down to a 2 at game time. You got to love it. It's 9. Then all of a sudden is someone hears something. It goes to 6 and it keeps dropping. And then here we go. 1.5. 10 minutes before tip off. Unbelievable. NBA. No betting allowed. There you go. That's why. That is absolutely why. Why does cover say the Denver game's delayed? What happened here? Kaku's with triple-double. Nah, who cares? Did you have it? Did you have a player prop on that, Markel? Promise was easy when I told you can't overthink these. No, you were right. You were right on that. I kind of like the DePaul team either way. I get it. During the holidays. And I said before, like these home games where you think you got a little edge, not these last couple weeks of December and January, right? It's break time. Christmas, New Year's, exams. You got nobody in the place. And look at some of these scores today at home teams. Losers. Maryland, Baltimore County, basically a pick 'em kind of game. Lose by 13. Dartmouth at home. Loser. Valpo home. Loser. Fairfield. Loser. Evansville. Loser. DePaul. Loser. Any trends coming up here? We notice anything? Okay. Missouri State, Temple, all cash. SMU. Washington State again. That was the weird line with USC. Manhattan. Loser. Iona. Listen, they're 20-point fave. You know they're going to cover. Michigan got it done. Tulane got it done. Again, that was the kind of spot I like Michigan. Stupid leaving those out there. Dumb. Penn State was another one of those. I bet that one, but I was on the other side of the Maryland game. Georgetown at home, loser. Northwestern at home, loser. Washington at home, loser. Next Saturday, 2 weeks from now, more kids in the thing. I'll be more inclined to some home action here. That's why you don't bet NBA early. No, listen, Miz. Betting NBA early, terrible decision. That's why I don't like. I don't like it. Heard you on Tulane, but bet Memphis on the hardwood. I'd say it happens. I get it. I listen. I I don't like talking. And again, I didn't have Tulane today. I like Tulane. Did I bet it? No. Should have. Yeah, of course I should. They won after the fact. Everybody wins 100% of the games afterwards, right? I don't like talking someone off a game they're going to bet or a game they already bet. If I'm not betting it, Nathan, you know this. You've heard me say this time and time again. No betting allowed in the NBA. Don't do it. Markel, I don't like the Wizards, but I do like Kuzma as a player. All right. Yeah. No betting allowed in the NBA, Nathan. We know it's the best. And then, hey, playoff time, nothing but action. I get it. Playoffs, one thing for the NBA. Bulls tomorrow. Yeah, what do you want to talk about? We'll hit the Bulls and then we'll lock it up here. So Illinois, Mississippi State, no real opinion on. I didn't bet this game. Not in early betting, not in late betting. I did have Tulane on a money line early, plus 105 in the Cotton. LSU, Purdue, 6-15. I get it. We got opt outs, coaches that have left their teams. I think the teams are like on a 4-12 or 4-13 ATS run, something terrible like that. Lean LSU, yes. Speaking of which, I responded. I don't know who it was. Posted something from, I don't even want to say this site. It starts with an O. And the writer for this, again, some whatever. Don't know what. Nice little summary on the game. Recommend. Let's take LSU money line. I think they can cover the spread, but I'm gonna go LSU money line minus 650 or whatever it was. And I was sitting with my wife. I was telling her. That's why I was like coming in here. I said, I come on my show. I don't like giving out really double digit fades. I don't like laying 140s. Like, oh, let's take a 28-point fade. Let's, Kentucky or Duke, whoever over whatever state. Come on, man. How the heck you write an article for a sports betting site and you tell people to take minus 650 faves? Come on. Come on, man. That's just not right. I say it all the time. Like, how the hell could somebody come into like a show? Like, oh, this guy has been doing podcasts and he's been on betting sites for almost 2 decades. Let's see what he's got to say. Oh, let's take so-and-so minus 28 here in college football, and in baseball we got a 330 fave with a Verlander on it. Really? You take me serious? Be like, wow, I could be a professional bettor too if this is what we do to win. I don't know. I left you up there the whole time, Rob, with that. I shouldn't be lecturing. I hate leaving somebody's name up there when I'm on a little soapbox. Shannon loves betting the NBA. Take home teams, fade injury report, bet trends. That is a Tim Earl special, fade the injury report. I just can't do. One, Shannon, like I do midday money. It's tough coming out with an NBA game. Hi, Bucks at home. It's a good spot for him. Hi, the best player in basketball goes out an hour before the game. I can't do that ahead of time. If you're going to sit and wait, and I say it, you've heard me say it, Shannon. I'm not waiting for my kids to come down and eat. I called you. Tough. We're leaving. We're out of here. I'll leave you at the store. Where are you? I don't care. I'm definitely not waiting for some clown in the NBA to decide if he wants to suit up today, getting paid 30 mil. It's not happening. I'll make my money in college hoops. I'll make it in NFL, college football. I don't have to worry about some NBA. Can't do it. Can't do it. My time is too important to sit around and wait for that guy. Mississippi State, Big L. Yeah? Against Illinois? Creekman? He's a Illini backer. Unless you're bringing out the Big L for the big llama behind me. I don't know. Purdue minus 10 against Rutgers tomorrow. It's a 10. It's open at a 7, Nathan. It's gone to 10? This is a 10 spot? I might have to take Rutgers at plus 10. Where is this game? We got a 10. I'm seeing 7.5s all over the spot. Actually, I see a couple 8s. What is this? Offshore, I got some 8s. No, I got 1-8 in Vegas. A couple 7.5s. I need to make a few dimes here soon, huh? Don't we all, Nathan? But playing with 14 parlays, you go 3-1 every day. You have a dime in a week. You're going 3-1 in parlays. You're down a dime in a week. Oh, we love MLB, Markel. MLB is going to be a good season. Can't wait. Neither can I. Best bet. See money. NBA should die. It's pathetic. I can't. Hey. Shannon. I agree. You have to wait on injury report for a lot of games. I get it. Each his own. Yeah, I'm not. 7 o'clock at night or 6:30. For me, I'm I'm at football practice for the kid. I'm not sitting around waiting. Who's playing today? No, I'll stick with my college hoops. I can bet it ahead of time. I'm good enough at it where I'm not worried about if the kid gets hurt late or something. It's a late, not no play or scratch. I got enough volume where I'll be able to make up for it. NBA, come on. Not in the rack. It's in Purdue. In Purdue. The big llama. Greek man. But I'm off LSU, took Purdue plus 15. Okay. LSU at 6.5. You grab the early number, wonderful. Purdue's coach gone, guys out. He just at 15. I can't tell you to take LSU. I'm definitely not going to tell you to take. Let's take a money line. Not happening. I just broke my pen. My pen. Nathan, trying to get away from the parlays. May start only doing 2-team college hoop parlays here forth. Just start. You're down to two-teamers instead of 4-teamers. Like I say, man, you straight bet it, whatever. $1, $10, $1,000, 3-1s. It's a winning day. 2-2. In baseball, you could be up money. You're going down a little bit. You're only down a bit. All right, it's a long show for a Look at a Line show. Almost an hour. We're out of here, though. That's it. I got to pull this banner off here. I can't leave the Vikings up here all day. Let's put the Look at a Line. All right. Picks and parlays, winning free picks. I'm out of here. I'm going to load this up on the Believe so you can listen to it when you're driving around. So let me put on that bold psycho. Listen to Higgs talk. All right, I'm out of here. Midday morning tomorrow. Take it easy.